my name is Kelly Gill and I'm a registered dietitian. I thought I would just let you get to know me a bit. So I am a registered dietitian. I've been working since 1999. I started off in Houston where I worked in really large hospitals. I've worked in really small hospitals too. I've done clinical work. I have done outpatient work. I've done presentations and health fairs in the community. I've even done menu analysis at one hospital. I worked in home-based primary care for the VA. So I've kind of done a whole lot of different things throughout my career. And that kind of has landed me in this perfect position to start my own business and be able to have the opportunity to work with you on your weight loss journey. If you're interested, I thought I'd share a little bit about my personal life. I'm married. I've been married since 2000 to my husband. We have 3 kids. They're in high school, middle school age. We live in Texas in a small town outside of Tyler, Texas, and we've been here about 8 years. Prior to that, we started off in Houston. That's where we met and married, and then we've been kind of all over the state of Texas. My husband is a coach, and it has allowed us an opportunity to move from town to town and community to community and meet a lot of people and have a lot of great adventures along the way. But we have, as I said, been settled here in Bullard for the past 8 years, and it's been wonderful for us and for our family. I was diagnosed in October of 2019 with breast cancer and had a couple of surgeries and then did radiation treatment. All that was done in February of 2020. Thank you, yay, cancer-free. And let's see, it's February of 2020, and you all know March of 2020 was that pandemic. And so it's been kind of a crazy year for me. I ended up losing my job related to the pandemic in June, and it has really been a crazy year, but it's also been a really great year. I think it'll be one of those things where while I'm in it, it's kind of like, what on earth is happening? How can all this be happening, all at once? But I know, I'm confident that I will look back and I'll just be like, that's exactly what needed to happen in order for me to start this new phase in my life. And so, it's kind of been a closure of an old phase in my life and a start or rebirth kind of this new phase, doing this weight loss program. And I kind of see this little bit of symbolism where, I just had this complacency in my old job of just routine and habits that sort of carry you, and maybe they don't really fill you or bring you joy, but you just, go through the motions of doing it, that complacency. And I kind of can see that symbolism, like I said, to how we are around food and how we treat our bodies. We get in these routines and these habits of doing what's easy, doing what's convenient, doing what tastes good, and it may not always necessarily be the best thing for our body, and even if it's not necessarily bad for our body, but it may not be helping us to reach our body goals. It might be interfering with our body goals. And so those habits and stuff, so what this program does is, takes away food. And so you have that loss, kind of like me losing my job. You've got this loss, and what do you do with that? You've got to figure out how to deal with it. And so taking away food, you've got to figure out how do we deal with all the things that we eat, all the reasons that we eat that are unrelated to hunger, and we have to tackle those because we can't eat on this program. And so there is a retraining and an opportunity for new habits. And so it's kind of like that death or that loss of old habits, and then a revival coming in with new habits, just sort of like this job has been a revival for me and my spirit. So I hope that this program, that you find something that suits you, that fits you. If you are interested, then what you would do is just go over to the calendar and schedule a 15-minute consult with me, and we'll get you signed up for one of the programs and get you started.